I have not been looking forward to making this video, and I've put it off for a while now because it's just really hard to talk about, especially publicly. As you guys know, if you saw the previous video, I proposed to my girlfriend, and then I put that video up and publicized our wedding registry. And you guys were a lot more generous than I ever anticipated. I have to say that. And that's part of why it feels a lot worse, because I feel like I've wronged you guys too. Like, on top of everything, I feel like I've wronged you guys, because 5 days after I proposed to her, she broke it off and left the state. It was like a light switch was flipped or something. Like, after I proposed to her, the day after, she was having some emotional problems, and it just got worse and worse. And after she left, I blocked her on everything. Past experience has taught me, pleading with them to come back and not leave, it doesn't really do anything. It doesn't help you at all. It just makes you lose all your remaining dignity. And I wanted to improve on past behavior in that regard, because with my girlfriend before her, I shredded my fucking dignity trying to get her back. It doesn't really matter. It's just that it's one less little thing that I can beat myself up over, you know what I mean? But I really loved this girl, and I really wanted to be with her forever. I really liked the life that we built together, and it was just starting out. And now I have my own place, and I'm not saying that like a good thing, because after she left and took all the little things she bought to make it feel like a home, well, it didn't feel like a fucking home anymore. It almost feels like a fucking cage. I upended my life for this girl. I was trying to do the bit, provide for a wife and a family. I want to provide for a wife and family. Like, that is a very deep-seated instinct of mine. And it's not happening. I don't know. Like I said, I blocked her on everything, but people do tell me some things, and the things people tell me, I feel like I'm being gaslit. Like, people fucking telling me things that are being perceived about me that I don't think are true. And it's like, is that what I am? Like, you think I was just fucking using you, like some fucking PUA, using fucking tricks to get a woman in bed or something? Like, what? Because I thought I was doing something really wholesome. I was trying to love my wife-to-be and give her every material comfort she could possibly desire within my ability. And I wanted a family with her. And now it's like I'm some fucking evil bastard. And I don't fucking get it. It's been, how long has it been? It's been over 3 weeks now. And I still have a lot of trouble eating, which, it's like, I did start a steroid cycle, and I was hoping that would help with that, but it hasn't. And so I'm probably just spinning my wheels with this thing because I can't eat enough. And I don't sleep well anymore. I'm really fucking sorry, you guys. Like, you guys really, really fucking came through for me. And I was so happy. And I can make a lot of use of those wedding gifts, but like, I'm fucking sorry, guys. I feel like I fucked you over. if this is what happens to me when I try to do the bit, what is the fucking point? She wrote a 5-page letter laying out all my flaws. Fucking gut punch. And a lot of it was stuff she already knew about, because mutual friends of ours who set us up had vetted me to make sure to quote them, to make sure I'm not a Heimbach. So yeah, a lot of the major stuff, there was no major shit that was wrong with me. Otherwise, this relationship wouldn't have happened in the first place. But yeah, basically, from the 5-page letter, like my fucking flaws are like my diet is like standard American and really like shit tier. Yeah, I have a weird palate and my diet is not the best. That's kind of why. It's kind of one of the reasons a wife would be a huge improvement for me. Like a huge improvement for my quality of life. That's one of the reasons. And another thing was that my mom, I guess she was too involved, too overbearing, as she put it. My mom, this pissed me off so much because it was 2 paragraphs shitting on my mom. And my mom, I know she's overbearing. I know she's overprotective. But she was a dream of a mother-in-law. And she always wanted to help my girlfriend. And I guess there was some time I made a joke about, like, maybe I should do pickup artist tactics or something. I made some fucking joke like that. And it was definitely a joke because, like, that sort of thing is not in my nature. Like, I couldn't do the PUA shit if I wanted to. It's just not me. I don't want a relationship where I have to constantly play mental games with a girl and manipulate the shit out of her. I just want to be straight with you. I just want to be fucking honest with you. It's so much easier. It's so much less effort for me to just fucking be honest with you. But, like, I guess experience is showing me that what I'm doing is not working. And that fucking sucks because I think it's a damn shame if the only fucking strategies that work, I hate to call them strategies because it's not a fucking strategy, it's just me, but like the only strategies that work are these fucking manipulative, black-pilled fucking PUA, Anglin tier things. Like, what is the fucking point? What are we even fighting for? It's like I can't even make a fucking joke without her perception of me, like, turning, well, after the fucking proposal. Everything changed after the proposal. But I can't make a fucking joke without it eventually turning into some fucking rationalization for why I'm like some misogynistic PUA guy. And I guess one of the reasons that I'm some fucking evil misogynist is that I guess I won't date women I don't find attractive. Like, I don't know how else to put that. Like, some people think that I'm being too superficial or like too focused on looks. Well, I date women that I find attractive. I mean, I didn't think they were like 10 out of 10, whatever you want to fucking say. Like, I didn't think I was being super picky. I don't know. Like I said earlier, I have no idea what's going on in her head, and I'm starting to doubt my own fucking perceptions of my own self. Like, I'm not doing too well right now. Yeah. But it's like, you knew that my diet was garbage, and this was something that I had to gradually work through. And I still have to gradually work through. You knew that my mom was overbearing. You knew that I sleep in. I'm kind of a night owl. I work a late shift, so. And at one point she said my friends were unimpressive to her, which one of those friends was Wiley, and the funny thing about that is when she met Wiley, well, Wiley is extremely successful, makes good money, and the guy that he brought along, that guy was like a nuclear engineer or some shit. Like, these people are unimpressive, and like my friends are immature, and I guess I'm immature. Like, I don't understand what aspect. Like, is it my humor? Is it my humor that's like, I'm doing the bit. You know, I have my finances in order. I have a place. I'm doing all the I'm doing the bit. I guess my humor is immature, but like, I'm not allowed to have immature humor. I'm not allowed, like, do I want to be the fucking stereotype of the like like when I get to that point, do I want to be the fucking stereotype of like the boring late 30s person who just watches Netflix when they get home and has no real interesting opinions or like yeah, my humor is really immature. On some level I am not that mature, but I'm mature, I think, where it counts. You could debate that. Whatever. And she said like she took a lot of candid photos, and she liked to analyze people's lifestyle based on the photos that she took of them. And every photo she took of me, I was either staring at a screen, you know, like doing something for college or making the Merchant Minute or checking my phone, or I was looking tired. And it's like, yeah, I was doing the bit. I work full time. I was providing for you. Yeah. I look tired because I'm providing for you, and I have a little bit of trouble sleeping. And then you get to the issue of, there was one point where she said, my lifestyle was taking me in the opposite direction of my projected goals, you know, which is like to end up on a homestead, like in the woods, away from the riots in the cities and all that garbage, you know. And I can't go buy a house right now, and I still have another year of school. Like, this apartment that I'm in, this was a temporary measure. Like, I get that sometimes to go fucking west, you have to go east a little bit. Roads are funny. I have to be in this apartment until I get all the money saved up and all the schooling done, and then I can devote all my effort to figuring out the homestead thing. And I don't know, like, maybe she thought like maybe she just lost confidence in my abilities, thought like I'm a fairly smart guy, but maybe she just didn't think I was competent enough to pull off a homestead or something. I mean, it's not something you just jump into all at once. It would be something I would take very gradually, you know. You get a house in the woods, you sort out what's the water situation. Okay, we have a septic tank. How does that work? How much do we have to care for the land? Do we have to clear brush? Do we need satellite internet? I don't know, like basic shit like that you would deal with. And then once you had it, you know, once you figured everything out and you've got a situation that you can manage the upkeep, then you start building on things that you want. And you do the research gradually and figure things out and start having your livestock and your big ass garden and all that. To me, that kind of seemed like she was just unsatisfied that I didn't have it all right now. That there is still work to be done on the project that is Mark and building toward the life that I want to live. Yeah, I don't have it all in place yet, but I'm fucking close, and I've got a lot going for me. And fucking hell, it would be nice to just find a woman who would love me for who I am and embrace the opportunity to grow with me and not just be like, wow, You're not where you would be if you were 45. Fuck that. And there was like this weird thing. this was so laughable to me, but like it just fucking blew my mind that one of her grievances with me amounted to, I hike too fast. We hiked up a mountain, and I proposed to her on the top of the mountain at sunset. Yeah, I know, real king shit, right? That's what people were telling me. Oh, that's a real fucking king proposal there. So I rushed the hike because earlier in the day I had bought her a shotgun. I mean, it's my shotgun now because I've had to buy it in my name, and I'm not fucking getting arrested for a straw purchase. So it's my shotgun now. But I bought her a shotgun just before that hike, and the whole process took a little longer than I wanted it to, because don't worry about it, but something got fucked up. And then so I had to rush the hike, and I had to get the hike done in, I think, a little over an hour to get there right at sunset. And she wanted, I mean, she could have just fucking spoken up, but she wanted to, like, identify plants and enjoy the scenery and all that. And I rushed the hike, and that was one of the big grievances with me. I hike too fast. And this is, I would say this is a more general trait of mine that you'll see in other areas, because I am very goal-oriented, and like with my ex before her, we went into a corn maze, and I was just obsessed with finding the way out of there. And I, less about enjoying the journey, more about like, I'm gonna fucking show you how masculine and awesome I am by getting out of this fucking corn maze. I know how retarded that sounds, but apparently that's a very masculine thing to be focused on the goal. So yeah, I'm focused on goals, and apparently that's a fucking bad thing. But in my opinion, I mean, this is where communication comes in. Like, you need the woman to balance out the man. You need the drive to accomplish the goal to be balanced out by the enjoyment of the journey for its own sake. And that's part of why I want and need a woman in my life so badly. I think, I don't know, it's so much better when your life is balanced out like that, I think. But I guess a lot of these women don't really agree. Or maybe something's just wrong with me. I don't know. But I'm really starting to wonder if this is ever going to happen for me. Because I thought I did everything right, And I was always trying to do the right thing, and that never gets you anywhere in this world. Look at the people who run this fucking thing. This world is run by pedophiles. Like, our leaders rape kids. And here I am thinking I'm going to get the life I want by trying to be a good person. On some level, I think, I don't know, maybe she wanted to hurt me all along. That's a long troll, though. Like, why would anyone do that? I don't know. None of it makes any sense to me. But I've tried to be pretty careful about what the information I'm giving out here, because I'm not interested in hurting her, and I still care for her a lot. And I don't want anything bad to happen to her. So I'm just putting this out there just so that you guys know. That's all.